One of the easiest ways to improve your social life is to develop the skill of talking to strangers. When we're children, we're told for safety reasons not to talk to strangers. I even remember a campaign in the UK a few years ago called Stranger Danger. The problem is that most people carry this fear into adulthood, where it causes more harm than good. It restricts the number of people you can interact with. Sometimes people are left only open to creating relationships with people they already know. If you already know a lot of people, then fair enough, but even then it still limits you. If you're new to an area and you don't have many friends, the fear of talking to strangers is absolutely crippling. Fortunately, developing the skill of talking to strangers is easy. Once you get started, the immense benefits and options that it brings will really encourage you to keep going. It really comes down to three things: understanding the benefits of talking to strangers, knowing how to deal with the occasional rejection or unpleasant encounter, and breaking down your fear through practice. It's worth bearing in mind that every person is a learning experience. To get an idea of the benefits of talking to strangers, you need to change your perspective. Our evolution has made us naturally inclined to fear people we don't know. Our instincts tell us that they're dangerous outsiders, likely to pillage our homes and make off with our women and children. But in a modern society, of course, this just simply isn't true. Most people are friendly and perfectly open to speaking with you. It just takes a little effort to cross that barrier. Each person is an incredible learning opportunity. What they tell you about themselves, how they live and interact with the world, there's a wealth of information waiting to be tapped. Strangers also tell you a tremendous amount about yourself by the way they react to you. As you gain experience and you learn to read body language, these reactions are essential to developing your social skills. There are also the priceless relationships that you'll have the chance to form. Business contacts, who you know and what they think of you, is often more important than what's on your CV. Friendships, romantic relationships. We all dream of meeting our ideal partner, but when we see someone we're attracted to, we're usually too scared to approach them. How can you expect to find love with that mindset? The hardest part of talking to strangers is getting started. Before you experience striking up conversations, it's natural for you to feel nervous and awkward. But the more you do it, the easier it gets and the smoother and more likable you'll become. If you're naturally a reserved person, you'll probably want to warm up a bit. Challenge yourself to ask the time. Take your watch off, go out for a walk, and ask as many people as you can for the time. This will get you used to speaking to strangers without making it obvious that you're practicing your skills. And eventually, it'll be so easy that you won't even think about it, and you can move on to the next level. Now you can build on the skills you've already developed. Start with making eye contact with people you might like to talk to, smiling at them or saying hi or morning out of the blue. Think of possible conversation starters that you could use. If you see something remarkable, make a comment. Even if it's not at anyone directly, the chances are that people will hear you and react to you. If you see someone doing or wearing something interesting, tell them, and tell them why it's interesting. Tell them what you think. Keep it positive, and most likely they'll be happy to chat. If a decent joke pops into your head, just come out and say it. If someone laughs, you've got a great conversation starter. It's also good for starting conversations with an attractive person of the opposite sex. Once you've started to realize the benefits of talking to strangers, the only other skill you'll need is the ability to let rejection roll off you like water off a duck's back. And the key to this is not taking it personally. At least 90% of the time, when a person acts negatively towards you, it has nothing at all to do with you personally. Most likely they're having a bad day, or you just caught them at the wrong moment. Maybe they've been harassed by people before and assume that your intentions are bad. Or maybe they're just not that nice, in which case, why would you want to know them anyway? Instead of reliving a rejection in your mind and dwelling on your insecurities, imagine reasons for their behaviour that don't revolve around you. In the tiny percentage of cases where you actually cause the negative reaction, treat it as a learning experience. The problem isn't you, it's your behaviour. So examine what you could have done better. Did you come across as pushy? Could your personal appearance be better? Thinking about these things will go a long way towards improving yourself. That's really all there is to it. Good luck. And don't get discouraged. You have nothing to lose but your shyness.